Mic check. Ha ha ha.
Check the check. Check.
Did I do this so that I could just lay in the back of the chair? I'm wondering if I did this whole setup that I could be back here. Because when I put my mic here, it was like all up in my stuff. I know I did it so I didn't have to have my laptop on my lap when it runs all the stuff. It's like 1,000,000 degrees. And it heats up all up on my dick. Check.
Check the check.
Yo.
Chickity 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 check check. Are you buying the one in the?
No, maybe I am. And then maybe I'm not. Is it on?
Yeah. It is. Test.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
Oh.
There's a weird thing that happens that I notice in our podcast. Like when you talk, it picks up a microphone, so that kind of does this.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, we're on the screen.
Yep, we're on it. In it to win it. So go.
Yeah, I Juice Nation. Now?
No. What?
You said so go.
No.
I know, I was just dicking with you.
Oh, haha. Fuck, you're funny.
I don't want to watch that Coke snorting video again. It's so uncomfortable. It's like finding your dad's porn.
Dude, what?
Like, it's just watching it. It's like it makes you uncomfortable. He's just like, I'm gonna do this right here for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so weird.
I wish it. Hey, buddy. What? Christ. How crazy is this? I gotta go to a meeting. Fucking weirdo.
Oh, man. The chick he sent that to did an interview.
Oh, of course she did.
Did you wanna,
what did you think was gonna... Okay, you know what? Stop it. I'm gonna start now.
I'm not gonna feed into it. Don't worry.
No, I want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
But not... I mean, we'll start, so we'll start.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, guys.
Hey, everyone.
How's it going, Juice Nation?
How are you? How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Oh, right away we got Lightning Rush 54 back. Whoa!
Oh, what up, Lightning Rush? Hey, that's
Right.
sweet. You must have got a notification because this is
Yeah.
a weird time for us.
Yeah, it is. And Juice Nation, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to this week's podcast.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird since...
Hey, Jesse! What are you drinking? And why is it a little bit weird? So I just wanted the opportunity to take
just
it by surprise.
because it's Wednesday
Yeah. Well, Wednesday's going to be our new time.
during the day.
starting next week.
Yeah, but not during the day.
No, this is a little early for us.
Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, I'll tell you what I'm drinking thusly. Oh, man.
Oh, so you're drinking Skullberry wine, huh?
Remember what you did last week?
Yeah. You thought it was...
For some reason, I thought it'd be
You
cool to
wanted
do the
to
same
chug
thing.
it?
And I chugged crap out of it.
And
Oh,
then you
look,
realize it was wine.
double vision.
Oh, and we are looking at so it's working. So we're just looking at each other too. Hey,
Right.
good job setting up the camera.
Sort
Oh, it
of,
does look
sort
like
of
you got two
not.
bottles
Yeah,
of
see,
wine.
I knew that gap was there. It shouldn't be there. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
We did
But
have an interesting conversation about gaps before
Gaps.
the conversation started.
hey, anyone see that gap? Fall into it. No, stop it. No, but friggin' yeah, Skullberry Wine. Vikings win. You know, this is a weird feeling for me because
Is it?
because you only lost like what 3-4 games last year,
3 games.
and I was constantly over here wearing no Vikings gear, and you were constantly over there, always wearing it, and
Yeah.
I always just remember being like, "Oh, this kind of sucks."
Yep. I've only gotten to wear it 2 times now.
So it just feels kind of weird to be on the other side.
My hair's a mess. It's because I biked here.
But I mean, it's not like you know, it's just one game, 1 week.
No, it's 2 weeks in a row that the Cowboys have lost.
No, yeah, but I mean, it's 1 week for me winning and you not winning.
Oh,
I don't want to say losing.
no, you can say losing.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm not a jerk.
Okay.
I'm not some sort of potato. So, welcome everyone.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you drinking?
No, me? Did you just sit on a chicken? I am drinking the classic Black Cherry Red's Apple Ale.
Oh,
Yep, nothing really new or surprising there.
so Lightning Rush. If you didn't know, Skullberry Wine is the raspberry wine that I made. And I made it, and then I decided that I was going to drink it for every Vikings win. So that's what I'm doing. And I made the jingle, which I think is kind of neato.
I like the jingle. It cracks me up every time.
It's fun. I wish we could hear stuff.
Me too. We need to get a mixer, dog.
Mixer, we could wear
Headphones. We could look professional.
Yeah, we could look straight profesh.
Sorry, that was right into the mic.
into it.
Sorry, guys.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Let's get into this garbage.
Okay.
Do you have any garbage you want to talk about?
Can we talk about not sending videos of cocaine to strippers?
You know, I feel like that's
Somebody-
exactly what this nation is missing is more more coke, you know, and more strippers.
Yeah. Yeah. In case you guys don't know what we're talking
You know,
about,
strippers and blow. That's a classic. You know,
former offensive line coach for the Dolphins, Chris Forster, sent a video of him snorting fat lines of Charlie off a desk
Charlie.
while saying gross and
inappropriate.
it was so weird.
Old man talking to
Yeah.
a young lady about trying to lick it off of her puss. Gross.
Yeah, it was gross.
Freaking the thing that what? So she posted it, okay. But why? Oh, why do you even send it in the first place?
Yeah.
You stupid idiot.
I don't know. It's a damn fine question.
That's what I thought,
Um.
and I'm pretty smart, so.
You know, when I watch the video, he does that first line, and he snorts some of it, but a lot of it comes back down the roll, and I just thought to myself, I'm like, well, I mean, like, yeah, he just doesn't know how to do that right? Like, every movie I've seen is a straight, like...
Here's what I thought when I saw it. I'm like, immediately, man, he didn't break that up enough at all. Well, there's big chunks.
He did
Why would
say that there were big...
Yeah, and then he said it because when I first watched it, it was on mute.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And then I saw the things. I'm like, dude, he needs to break that up more. Not that I've ever done it, but like, can you imagine like snorting like rock salt up your nose?
Oh.
Like, holy crap!
That dude looks like he was strung out on coke, too.
It was ridiculous. So I don't want to be an asshole to the gal, but don't you just
Kijwana Niji?
look at her
Think that's her name?
and be like, oh yeah, she's totally gonna leak a video like that. Like, how dumb are you A, to send it in the first place, and B, assume that she's not going to leak it. First of all, this is the exact type of thing that I feel like, and I'm not saying it's not.
It's a Brett Favre with the reporter.
Yeah,
the Jets.
Yeah, and what I'm saying, I was just going to say, it's not a racial thing. She's a stripper and an entertainer and a dancer, and I'm like, oh, look at this.
And a person who doesn't want a video of some old dude doing.
Yeah, but also at the same time, she's like, hey, look this could be my chance at stardom.
Yeah.
Like, this could be my 15 minutes, and boom.
She did an interview where she said he used her as a Coke platter.
Well, yeah, you snorting coke off a stripper. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that's a thing that happens.
Like, if I'm ever going to snort coke, it's going to be off a stripper or a hooker. Yeah,
if you're gonna do it
big.
You might as well do it that way.
Yeah, not gonna be like off a toilet seat or on a desk. It's gonna be off a stripper's ass.
It's not gonna be like, hey, look at me. I'm gonna do this off this desk, and then I'm gonna go to a meeting.
Yeah.
What?
God, I bet he was alert in that meeting.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like one time I went to like a band practice, or no, a pep rally, and I was in the band, right? And we had to play in the band, and I showed up little tips, and this is in high school, right? and so I'm sitting there freaking blasting all these songs out, and my instructor stops and goes, Jesse, this is the best you've ever played. And I go, oh yeah, you're damn right it is. Not that I recommend it to anyone, it's just something that happened.
Yeah.
Deal with it, America.
So I wonder if this whole thing transpired because she was just like, hey, no dick pics. No dick pics. And he was just up one night, he's like, I know what's really gonna get this chick going. Me doing fat lines of coke.
Remember when we, this reminds me of, makes me miss you.
Oh, God, it's so uncomfortable. I'm reliving it through that impression.
I'm going to do another one. Before this meeting, how crazy is that?
This one more. Fourth one.
There you go, the meeting. And I wish I was looking this.
I think giving it a little rhythm is.
I'm really excited to listen to this podcast already.
It's my personal favorite part.
That was good.
I zhuzhed it up a little bit for the podcast.
Lightning Rush. What it is, dog? What's going on,
Are you
man?
drinking anything right now? I wouldn't recommend it.
Why not?
It is 5-ish in our neck of the woods.
It would be 6, right?
Oof.
Florida?
Yeah. Eastern time. I know that because of television. Everything's Eastern time, and then you go the other way.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just these koozies, but this Reds is crisp and cold still, and it's been in my book bag for like 40 minutes.
It must be the koozies, dog. Koozies, that's what they're for, man.
Science.
That's what they're... Chuck. Or George. Or, man. Get it?
Oh, my God. Chuck
Foreman, running back, Vikings.
See, I knew the George Foreman right away.
Yeah, I know. I'd said Chuck first, and I'm like, I don't know if you'll get that, so I went with the other one.
Is it Eric?
Eric Foreman? Oh, from That 70s Show?
Yes, sir.
Red?
Oh, yes. I love that show.
Wait, what was I saying?
I don't know.
That's what it's...
We're talking about news.
Yeah. So, if I was drinking right now, this dresser I'm building would be demolished. Also, tipping point. That's funny. Lightning Rush is a funny guy.
Sometimes a drink will take the edge off, and then
That's true.
You'll have one drink, and you'll be like, okay, I'm relaxed. I think I can do it. 2 drinks will give you the courage to actually do the work. 3 drinks will make you forget all the shitty work you just did.
5 drinks, you just wake up tomorrow.
Yeah. It's good.
Just, hey, I don't want this day anymore.
Yeah, make sure they're heavy poured drinks.
On to tomorrow.
With this drink, I will make it tomorrow.
What is that?
What
is that from? One spoonful to... Futurama. the royal honey. 1 spoonful to remember, 1 spoonful, like 3 you'll never remember. Anyway, whatever. Nolan Carroll got released from Dallas. You should know that.
Headed to the Lightning Rush just headed to the fridge for a drink.
Nice.
And a boy.
Nice.
Or girl. I still don't know.
Yeah.
Don't really care.
Well, you know, this doesn't matter.
It's not important.
Doesn't matter, but forgive us if we generalize into the male.
Yeah.
I guess I did it earlier too.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do you want Nolan Carroll? Was he playing?
So he had played the first couple games. He got a guaranteed $3 million, I believe. He had signed a $4 million deal, $3 million of it guaranteed. He sucked, and then got cut. So like I don't know. I wish they hadn't signed him in the first place, but they probably didn't think he was gonna suck.
Well, did you say he was Philadelphia's worst or best defensive?
He was their worst corner last year.
Yeah. My bad. Did he play? Was he playing?
Yeah, he played 2 games.
Well, who'd they pick up, or did they have somebody?
Rookie Jordan Lewis is taken over starting. So now it's Anthony Brown and then him and then Jordan Lewis.
Huh.
So he took over Nolan Carroll.
Skandrick.
Yeah, Orlando Skandrick's number 1 on the depth chart.
What's your record in fantasy, Lightning Rush?
Yeah, I'm not doing so hot in our Pro Football Juice one.
I don't believe I'm doing very well on that one either. I started out pretty rough, like 0-2 or something, or 0-3, I don't know. But I think I might have won the last couple.
I think I'm 2-3, just like the Dallas Cowboys.
Oof. Already? We're getting into that. I mean, do you want to? You don't have to.
No, it's fine.
So, you also had a little bit of another movement.
Yeah. What the hell? Players are just abandoning the Dallas Cowboys at this point. Defensive tackle Stephen Payet up and retired.
Oh, I'm 3-2 in Pro.
He was starting up until last week when David Irving came back and is now the starter. So it's like it sucks because we're losing depth and he was a starter.
Right.
And he just up and retired. And our defense is already really bad.
Do you know who his backup is?
Stephen Payet?
Yeah.
Is it Malik Collins? Or is it Charles
Are you
Tapper?
asking? No, I'm asking you.
Oh, it's Malik Collins or Charles Tapper, I believe.
Malik Collins,
I think Charles
is he a
Tapper's
rookie?
injured. No, Malik Collins was drafted last year.
Oh, so sophomore. Okay.
Hey! The Cardinals have a new running back.
Yeah, I did want to talk about this quite a bit.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
I think it does too. I actually really like that move.
So the Cardinals traded Adrian Peterson. Nope. The Saints
didn't.
traded Adrian Peterson to the Cardinals.
For a 6th rounder.
Oh, that's what it was?
I'm pretty sure.
Or
no. It's for a
Hey, Bill.
conditional pick, I think. So it must be dependent on what he's gonna do. I think that's what it is. But here's the weird thing: like when he got traded to, the Saints. No, we cut him.
No, yeah, he got signed.
But we might get a compensatory pick if he does well, because of our loss. That's how that works. Anywho, Skulls. I think it's a good fit, and I thought it was kind of weird that they cut Chris Johnson to make room for AP because the Johnson-Peterson rivalry was actually quite a big one back in their prime.
Yeah, but it was only like 2 years. It was like a 1 or 2 year rivalry.
Well, CJ2K did that, and then AP felt like he had to strike back, so then he got...
My God, and Johnson went downhill after that year.
Yeah, he really did after that year. I
plummeted.
I always remember being PO'd at Johnson because I was like, you're stealing all the thunder.
I was pissed because I remember taking him with my first pick that year after he had the 2,000 yards or whatever, and it was just bad.
So, Lightning Rush just said he's 1-4. Just a few names that will tell you how my season has gone. David Johnson, Cairo Santos on IR, Amari Cooper, Sammy Watkins, Jordan Reed. Well, just right there is just that's so painful. It's been busts, and if they don't, if they plays him, they'll score, and if he doesn't play him, they don't Or if he does play him, they don't score, and if he doesn't play him, they score.
Yeah, fantasy's a crapshoot. I have Amari Cooper too, and I
do
bounce
too.
back and forth on whether or not I want to cut him or not.
I've sat him at least the last couple games.
I think I've only started him 2 games.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that Derek Carr goes out either, because Derek Carr is the only reason that he'd be good in the first place, right? So
Carr's back this week. I'll wait to ask that question later.
Oh, spoiler. Anyway, AP to Arizona. I'm actually really looking forward to watching the next game, Arizona's next game.
So I don't know if it'll matter much, though, because Peterson isn't much of a passing back, and their offensive line is garbage.
Right.
So he's not going to be able to do much.
It might be just like last year with the Vikings.
But they'll at least give him more touches than... Like, right now, he's already projecting to get 10 to 15 touches on his first game with them.
That makes sense. Well, Arians beats the hell out of running backs, that's for sure.
Yeah. And you might as well use what you got left in Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, no kidding. If he doesn't last you past the season, okay.
I kind of hope he goes in there and he just like starts getting 100 yards a game and stuff, and then Sean Payton's just like, well.
Oh, look at me! I didn't use him enough because I'm an idiot.
I do think it was stupid that they used Ingram and Alvin Kamara more than Adrian Peterson.
Well, I mean, I sort of get it, but I sort of don't get them getting Peterson in the first place.
I don't know why they had Ingram. Yeah, I agree.
And then they drafted Kamara, so Peterson didn't make any sense for them.
I agree.
So the Giants are crippled, and what are they gonna McAdoo?
I like what you did there.
I actually did that one other week, and Mike is the only one who picked it up. Because he said you were in the middle of saying something, and I'm like, yeah, I know. What are they gonna McAdoo? And you didn't even hear it. And Mike sent me a message the next day at work, kudosing me, but I didn't even, and then I didn't even remember saying it. Anyway, Nito, enough bragging about myself. Jeez Louise, conceited.
Don't break your arm jerking yourself off there, Jesse. Yeah, they lost.
It's all on the wrist, baby.
They lost Odell Beckham Jr. to a broken ankle for the season, right?
Huh? Yep. They
Dwayne
lost
Harris broken foot.
Yep, and Brandon Marshall
sprained ankle.
He's out. He's on IR though. He's gonna have
I thought
surgery.
He was week to week.
No, he's gonna have surgery.
Jonathan Shepard is day to day,
but he's not practicing.
Yeah.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie got suspended following a spat between him and McAdoo. I don't know what the deal is with McAdoo. Maybe his whole maybe his hair slicking has changed his whole attitude. Maybe that grease is getting into his skulls. You know, I don't know what's going on.
But, I love how bad the Giants are,
and they have to play the Broncos. They're gonna get freaking stomped.
Oh wow!
Oh man, that's gonna be bad. Oh, we already talked about Chris Forster doing the Cocaines. Cocaines. I put Chris Forster does cocaines.
Good.
After losing Tampa Bay the game against New England, Nick Folk got cut as Tampa Bay's kicker.
Oh, it was he missed 3. It was a bad weekend for field goal.
In general.
Kickers,
but if he would have made all 3 of those, that's one game. That's game over. So Pat Murray is in for Tampa Bay, and apparently he has been getting in touch with psychics.
Why?
I don't know. It was just a little blurb I saw. It has nothing to do with anything. But I thought it was weird. Boo-ups.
Oh, you got a boo-ups on that one.
In there. Yeah, it was. Yeah. J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless are now on IR.
Yeah. Yeah, so this could be a knee-jerk question, but does this end J.J. Watt's career? Do you think? Because like last year he had said that he was going to retire when his body could no longer do it. He hasn't played a full season in a couple seasons, right? Like last year his season was cut short.
Well, last year and this year.
I thought the season before was cut short too, but maybe not.
I don't remember about that.
But he just keeps getting injured, so I'm wondering if maybe he will give it up.
Maybe. That could be.
It'd be weird.
It would be weird, but I think he's still pretty young, right? I mean, he's not. I don't think. I feel like he's gonna play until he's an old fella and is just like crippled, basically. And he's like, "Oh, looks like my body's coming down." And you're like, "Yeah, because you're a crippled person." It's just like his mentality, I think, will keep him in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Merciless, I mean, that is a huge blow to their defensive line.
Yeah.
Merciless is freaking good.
So now they need Jadeveon Clowney to not get injured and to step up.
Yeah, and
He's helped to be a one-man wrecking machine.
Well, since he came back from, his rookie season or whatever, he's been really good. And he hasn't really been injured that much either, has he?
Not last season. No, yeah,
so, I
he's
mean,
been pretty healthy, actually.
They ended that game still doing pretty well. And I think, friggin' Deshaun Watson throwing 5 touchdowns doesn't help either. Or doesn't hurt either, I should say. Which is amazing to me. 2 weeks in a row he's thrown 10 or 5 touchdowns, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lightning Rush is having a Bud Light because
Good
he's
man.
a Bud Light kind of dude. Get it?
I do. I do. Anyway.
Do you?
What?
McAdoo?
God damn it, Macadude.
No, that's not what I meant. Oh! Kalashi Nagada is on
Nata.
IR. Yeah, is on IR with an elbow injury, so he's out for the season. Anyone else out for the season?
God, I'm sure there was.
But I can't think of anybody that's a major kind of person. Kevin Hogan is now the starter in Cleveland. There's the Kaiser rookie project is over officially.
Yeah, he looked really bad. He's looked bad he's gotten worse every week. And then Kevin Hogan came in there and they actually started to win.
You know what I like about when you switch like a quarterback like that? Certain quarterbacks get like they have different like security blankets. All of a sudden, David Njoku, their or Njoku, however you pronounce it, their rookie tight end is getting all these throws because freaking Hogan's throwing it to him. Mm-hmm. And it's like you get certain people out there that just kind of lash onto different players. So like depending on who you have in fantasy, I think it's interesting because you could have a guy who hasn't been doing anything and then they switch quarterbacks and all of a sudden I select the number one guy.
Yeah.
That,
dude, it's crazy. But yeah, Hugh Jackson said that Deshaun Kaiser sitting on the bench will be a good thing because he can see and evaluate,
right,
and get it from a different perspective.
Put him on the shelf for a year. That's kind of like a new trend that a lot of teams are aspiring to do.
Yeah, but when they used to do that, they would have a good quarterback on the roster for them to learn from.
Right, yeah. And I mean, it's kind of like the situation with Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes wasn't like a number one pick or anything. He was just a pick.
I don't know what the Chiefs are going to do at the end of the season. So they've talked about trying to trade Alex Smith. But like I feel bad for Alex Smith. He's leading an MVP. There are 2 players on that team that are both that would both be in my list for MVP.
Don't tell me.
Of the league.
Oh, yeah, Kareem Hunt.
And Alex Smith.
Right, yeah.
Like But so at the end of the season, if Alex Smith keeps this up, do you really trade Alex Smith and move on to Mahomes?
For as well as they're doing right now, I feel like that kind of talk is absolute insanity.
But they're going to have to figure this out because they took Mahomes in the first round.
So what? See, that's a stigma I think they should get away from. Yeah, you picked a quarterback in the first round for the future. Right, not for right now. Like a lot of people are like, let's put him in right now. They should put him in and it's a big fan outcry too. Like, but if you're a fan of Kansas City, I have to believe that you are like, no, keep him on the bench, let him sit there. Alex Smith is having a career year. Yeah. He's ripping it apart.
Dude, you could have Alex Smith keep doing this for a couple more years.
Yeah, maybe.
And then,
yeah, exactly.
When he's ready to hang it up, Mahomes would be seasoned at that point.
You know, I have an example about how that works, how that system works, but I don't really want to say it.
Okay. Then why the F did you bring it up, Jesse?
I don't know, because I feel like I have to bring it up.
Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Fuck.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, no, I got it.
I mean, they had Brett Favre, but technically they got freaking Aaron Rodgers in like the next day because he was like there and everyone passed over him. And then But
he wasn't sitting on the bench for more than like 2 years, right? 2 years?
No, but I mean that's what you do though. That's what I think you should do. Oh, interestingly enough, friggin' Alex Smith and Aaron Rodgers were in the same draft.
Oh yeah, they were. That's right.
He went number 1 overall, and Aaron Rodgers went somewhere else. I don't give a shit.
Wasn't it like 14th?
I think it was like next day.
Oh.
Maybe not. But he got passed over by a lot of people. It was like it was weird. Because it was back in the day when like the tops of your, like you would wear like slicked, the front of your hair like straight up like this. You remember that?
Yeah.
Trend back then? And Aaron Rodgers was in the back room, like in the green room, like just like not getting picked. And you just see him, and he was wearing that hair and like he just kept getting not picked.
I'm cool if we don't talk about Aaron Rodgers again. In this little
a little podcast. Too soon, I suppose, right?
Yep.
No, 24th pick, 2005.
Give that bastard a minute 17. That's all he needs.
You know what pisses me off?
A lot of things.
Like, well, yeah, but we played Monday Night Football, and then you turn around and we have to play Green Bay on a short week. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
where is it at?
Well, it's in Minnesota at least, but I feel like this would have been a prime, like, oh, Lambeau. Perfect.
I wonder if Case Keenum's going to play, right? Start?
I would freaking hope so. And after this game, they can activate Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, so you think Bradford's done?
Oh.
As a starter?
No. See, this was my question last week. This is a knee-jerker that I did last week, I think. I think Mike's here. Oh!
Is that Mike?
Or is it...
Oh, is it Brandon?
Is that Brandon McManus? Oh, Brandon McManus. It's Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Mike's here. Because this is volleyball night.
Yes. We're gonna go kick some volleyball ass.
Yep. So let's do Man of the Hour. We forgot to do it.
Yeah.
Mike's gonna see some behind the scenes magic.
It's the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brandon McManus.
Now get the hell out of here, Brandon.
Yeah.
We don't want your kind.
Take your face. So anyway, who's your Man of the Hour?
I wanted to just name people who I don't have one. I'll be honest. I was going Dak Prescott the entire time, and then they lost, and then I went in a spiral despair of drinking, and I don't actually have one now.
I went with the Jacksonville defense.
Yeah.
Oh, Lightning Rush, Jacksonville fan. He's got to be pretty pumped up about that performance. 5 interceptions, including 2 pick sixes against
Oh, I see
Pittsburgh.
You have a Big Ben knee-jerk question. I have a Big Ben
Don't look at my knee-jerk questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I glanced.
Don't.
I'm sorry.
They turned a 2-point deficit into an 11-point lead and never gave it up and won that game.
Yeah.
Jacksonville is very perplexing to me. This is 2 weeks in a row that their defense has just murdered somebody. It was so bad that Big Ben was like, I don't know my habit anymore.
First time in his career he'd thrown 5 interceptions in a game.
And it's his first pick 6 since like 2009 or some crap like that. I don't know.
He still thinks he's one of the very best.
Yeah, just like Pokemons. So anyway, and he had 2 pick 6. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
How does everybody know this show but me? Like, so I was at karaoke last week at the Mill, and someone sang the Pokemon song, and the entire bar erupted in this song, and I had no idea that people knew this song. I didn't.
First of all, it's karaoke, and they show the words, so.
No, but there were like people across. Like it was a very small screen. It's like a 24-inch screen, maybe. I
wanna be the very best no one ever was. You know?
Yeah. You should start
You know what I'm
an
saying?
80s hair metal cover band. You should.
I have often said of my singing style that I was born a generation too soon.
Mm-hmm. No, too late.
Too late. Even maybe two, because I think that would have translated into the 70s as well. Then you could be listening to me on classic rock stations right now.
I could be like that Jesse Nicholson.
No, I would have some sweet name like J-Nax.
What?
J-Nix.
Jesse Nix?
No. Just J-Nix. Or I could have kept my name and people would have been like, oh, that's Jack Nicholson's son, right? I could have wrote as Kurt Tails.
Could you?
Well, yeah, back then.
Yeah, and then now
Well, I could actually right now too. I could be. I'm old enough to be Jack Nicholson's old son.
Old son. He is like 70 or 80.
Yeah, I did call myself old just then. I realized.
Yeah, he'd be like a young son. He could be your grandfather, right?
Yeah, he could be my grandfather, probably, right?
Yeah. Hey, so I did.
Technically,
Mike's just sitting over there. He's like, "This is what you guys do." Yes.
He knows
listen.
what we do.
He gets it. So I went to Mill Karaoke last night, second week in a row. I figured why not. Last week I sang "Tribute" by Tenacious D. Last night I did Beelzebub, the final showdown from the Pick of Destiny.
Okay.
Brought down the bar, man. Someone walked away. I walked away, and someone said, "That was the best Satan a man could ever ask for."
Is that a compliment?
It was awesome. Yeah.
You are the best Satan.
I got really into it. Like, I even did the voice. Like, I started, like, arching my back. And I was really drunk, so I got really into it. It was awesome.
I can't sing karaoke even whilst drunk. It's just not something I can do.
No, I hear you,
I can
man.
play Rock Band at my house with a number of people.
I was going to do Master Exploder, but I don't think they're ready for that yet. It's
Not to
loud.
mention, I feel like Master Exploder, you have to master the exploder. Like the way that you're like, you have to keep the mic away so you don't like pierce everyone's brains.
Yeah, because there's some straight up yelling in that song.
Yeah, and it's high pitched yelling. Anyway, we kind of got off course there a little bit. Freaking Tom Brady's dealing with an AC joint sprain.
Yeah, but he says he's going to play on Sunday.
Well, it might explain why they suck balls.
I don't think that explains their defense sucking balls.
But what about their balls? Let's talk a little bit about their balls, can we?
I don't think we need to.
All right.
Mike wants to know if they're deflated. They're a little flat.
Oh! Well,
I figured that's what Jesse was going for.
Still works. No, it wasn't.
Really? That's not what...
No, I just want to talk about his balls. I'm sure they're glorious.
Well, I'm sure they are. It's Tom Brady. He has 5 Super Bowl rings.
Did you see Leonard Fournette signal that guy to come hit him?
Yes.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And the guy,
It's kind of stupid.
well, it was kind of stupid, but he's just like, hey, bring the pain, you slut.
It would have been so much better if Fournette had actually like kept running and not.
Well, yeah,
gotten
I mean,
tackled with it.
he got tackled, but you know, and then
He
the
took it
guy,
pretty well.
and then Mitchell, the guy who tackled him, like got up and like celebrated a lot, which I didn't think was like, you know, he's like, I won, but neither one of them really won. They just, you know, tackled each other and that was fine. My last bit of news here is Y.A. Tittle is dead at age 90, a Hall of Fame Giants quarterback. It's kind of sad.
I don't. Was 90.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's sad. I mean, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that I actually didn't know if he was still alive or dead. But now that I know that he's dead,
Yeah.
it saddens me a little bit.
I mean,
He's a Hall of Famer, you know?
I mean, but did you know him personally?
Yeah! Uncle Tittle?
Oh, then my bad.
Uncle Y.A.? I wonder what his name is.
Tittle. Oh, Y.A. Tittle. We could look it up. But
Y.A.
it's much more
Tittle?
fun to guess.
I don't know.
Yasim. Yasher. Yeesh. Yeg. Nope. That's a J.
Yeg Dog.
Yeg dog.
Yeg Dog Tittle. Yelberton. Whoa. Yelberton Abraham. Yelberton Abraham Tittle Jr.
All right.
So there's 2 Yelberton Abraham Tittles. Well, there were. I mean, I'm assuming his dad is also passed. Pretty safe.
I would hope so.
Pretty safe to say.
Not that I would hope so, but
Well, yeah,
I mean,
right.
I would
No,
still
I mean,
kinda
unless
hope
he
so.
was actually Abraham,
nice.
a Bible fan.
No, I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, he had many sons.
Is it knee jerk time?
Knee jerk.
Hey, you prick.
Hey, dickweed.
Wow.
I didn't want to say it, but it's the only thing that I could think of, and I just went with it.
You dickweed.
Plus, I think that's a
alright.
funny one.
Nice job.
Hey, you jerk. Hey, you stupid dickweed. What did you call me?
Prick.
Oh, see, mine wasn't that bad.
I know
compared
mine
to
wasn't
yours.
original. Can I take it back and say dill hole?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's
Hey, dill
fine.
hole.
Hey,
Has no feeling behind it.
no. Hey, man, how many? Do you even have any?
In my noggin.
So how many are up? Or how many are up in there?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, dog.
All right. Is it time for Big Ben to just retire already? He said in the beginning of the season, he said, "Oh, retire," and then he said, "Maybe I just don't have it anymore."
So
Is it just time to be? His heart doesn't seem like it's in it anymore.
that's that exactly. Like I was gonna ask you if he should retire because, all season it just looks like he doesn't really care. I'm not looking. I'm just basing. All season it doesn't look like he really cares.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's just not playing the way he used to, and it just like there's something not there because their offense should just be freaking murdering everybody.
Yeah.
And I think
Antonio Brown's getting upset too.
when he's not doing what he's doing, the whole team can't function because he's the one who distributes the ball. You know, so. I don't know, but here's the thing, and this is the thing that a lot of teams are not doing, and that is preparing for the future.
Damn it! Yeah, I was gonna go into that too.
Yeah. Well,
it's not a knee-jerk question, but like, who's his replacement?
Right.
Like, if Ben retires at the end of the season, they don't have a quarterback of the future.
Dead horse here, but Kaepernick, a nice little mobile.
I don't think Kaepernick's ever gonna get signed with the team,
Maybe.
especially now with all this owner crap.
There's like an owners meeting going on, and someone suggested that owners and players like meeting that's going to happen, and someone suggested that he might be a good person to invite to said meeting.
Yeah, probably.
And they're probably going to talk a lot about the stuff, and he's basically the one who started it.
Well, there are some owners who want to make it mandatory that you stand.
And there was that whole thing. Oh, wait, let's not get into that right now.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into it anyway.
Well, I had a knee jerk about it,
Oh, okay.
but it's last on my list. So anyway, we went kind of off track there. But like in general, like teams are not prepared. Freaking. Oh, and I think we even kind of said this last week. Like, what's the point of having a backup quarterback if you're not going to play him? But that just goes to show that people don't have the roster that they should have. Like, who's next? Like, they're just banking on these players to not get injured, and they don't have anybody. Like, I think the Vikings did a good job this year, like they didn't last year, of having somebody to go to. Nice. What are you drinking there?
Oh no, the Reds.
Oh. Wait. Did you even see what flavor it was?
Black cherry.
Okay. But the Vikings got screwed last year when TB went down because they had Hill. They had Sean Hill. Mm-hmm. And Sean Hill's not a guy who's going to start the whole season. Or start every game the whole season.
Where I feel like the Bengals are in a good place because they've got AJ McCarron as a backup.
And we said that last week too, I think. When you're right.
Like-
but I think like
you gotta have. I feel like you've got to have a young, like the Cowboys. Cooper Rush as a backup, I think, will be would be good.
Oh,
because
yeah,
in a couple
Cooper
of years
Rush.
when if Dak goes down,
the good thing about them is that Dak himself is a young guy.
Yeah.
Like, so the Vikings learned from their mistakes last year. They have Bradford, they have Teddy and on the pup, but then they brought in Case Keenum, who if Bradford goes down, that's a good backup quarterback. You know?
Case Keenum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a good. I mean, he was those first couple games or whatever when he was playing.
He's
like
a
he was.
journeyman.
He was.
He's like
yeah.
a Brian Hoyer type of player.
But he's a young journeyman. You know.
yeah.
Like Hoyer would be a good backup. Glennon would be a good backup to have because they can win games, but you don't want them to like take your team over. You know.
But do you think so? In the conversation of backup quarterbacks, there, do you think what about the 49ers because they've got Hoyer as their journeyman and Beathard to learn behind Hoyer, which I
Right.
feel like they're doing it right because Hoyer is is kind of like a good quarterback to learn from because he's been with several teams and he's
Right.
been good with all those teams for a
in
stint.
points. Yeah.
So Beathard can learn behind him or whatever. But like, do you think it'll work? Because do you think Beathard will actually ever, have a career in the
Well,
NFL?
the thing with that is, I feel like they drafted him to give him a shot because they drafted him high.
I think they drafted him too high.
Well, that's what I thought too at the time. But like,
maybe
see
they
him
were-
in
but maybe-
preseason.
Maybe they knew something that we don't.
Well, technically though, in his college career, he won games.
No, I know himself.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
he
well,
himself
I
had
mean, like,
to win the games.
and there was a great running game there. But I mean, like, if you're gonna build your team around somebody who just wins games or can win games, but you're basically a running team, then he's a good pickup. And I don't know, maybe people like you said, maybe people saw something in it that we didn't see. I mean, it's hard, but I don't got anything else. Yeah, like Mike said, Mike's a big Iowa fan. Well, I mean, we're Iowa fans, but he said they had no receiving. They had what's his face. Well, Kittle, they had what's his face.
Kittle,
he got
who had
injured.
a big game against the Niners.
Yeah, Vandenberg. And that's another thing too. Who better to bring in with Beathard than Kittle, who could be just like the ultimate like check down, like comfortable, like get yourself comfortable. If you have to play in the game, like who are you gonna go to? Oh, Kittle's there. I've thrown to him for years. It's great. Boom, Kittle. Get him into the flow of the game. Beathard will start before the end of this season. There's no doubt in my mind.
I think so too.
You were saying it. We were texting
I thought it was
back and
going to
forth.
happen the other day.
But then they came back or whatever,
Yeah.
and they ended up winning. So maybe not this week. But if there's one of these weeks coming up when the Niners lose and they get their asses kicked, which is going to happen either during that game or the next game, it's going to be Beathard time, which is what's happening. Which kind of brings us full circle into the quarterback thing.
So not to keep up with quarterbacks, but I've got a question for you that I'm pretty sure we've already discussed it, but I kind of feel like it needs to, Don't start Andrew Luck a single game. Put him on IR for the rest of the season and start Jacoby Brissett the rest of the season.
Yeah, that was my knee jerk from last week.
Like, yeah.
Technically, what I said was cut him after this season.
Yeah, you said cut Andrew Luck.
Cut him and then use that money to bolster your team and other.
I think it'd be great. I mean, but they're not going to cut Andrew Luck.
No, probably not.
Just like the Cowboys won't cut Des Bryant or
put him on ice. Are you saying put him on ice because the season's over already?
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily that the season's over, but they're doing fine with Brissett.
Yeah, but
Andrew Luck's not going to change that very much with that offensive line and that defense.
When you put somebody on ice that is of the caliber of Andrew Luck,
I'm still
I
not
think
sold on it.
I think the fan base would be like, well, they're just giving up on the season.
But they've already said that he's probably not going to play until November. So at that point, you've got 2 months because do you really think they're going to go to the playoffs? Houston's playing incredibly well. Tennessee,
It's wavering, but Jacksonville's starting to come on. It's weird. That whole they could conceivably They could still make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean it'd be tough with Jacksonville and Houston both playing as well as they are.
I think now Houston's probably going to go ahead and take it at this point. Anyway, with Deshaun Watson just going nuts, but we'll see if he can keep it up.
Yeah,
that Jacksonville defense though is freaking crazy. I feel like I don't know. The Giants will not win another game, and McAdoo will lose his job.
I think they'll win a game this season, but I do think McAdoo will lose his job.
It's starting to look a little... I mean, no, it is a little dysfunctional. Before it was just like, well, they're having tough breaks.
Yeah.
But I think now it's like something else is going on.
Yeah.
Like this whole Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie thing. Like, I don't think I've ever heard of something like this happening. Have you?
Where he leaves,
do you
they
remember?
suspend him?
Like, they had such an... they couldn't... what am I thinking? Irreconcilable? No.
Huh?
Irreconcilable?
Oh, irreconcilable differences. Or
yeah, whatever that word is. I'm not saying it right, and I can't figure out how to say it.
Stop by Casey's on our way to volleyball.
Oh God!
Because I'm kind of a little hungry, and I need some dollars for Silver Strike if I'm going to beat you bitches.
I actually do need $1. Oh, did I use my quarters last week?
You did.
American quarters, legal tender.
Oh my God! You wouldn't stop talking about the freaking quarters. I have these 4 American quarters.
4 American.
You son of a bitch.
4 quarters American.
Yeah.
I used it 4 quarters American for the Silver Strike machine. Hey guys, I already spent all my 4 quarters American.
I have a true or false question. Ready?
Yep. Never been more.
The Oakland Raiders will never win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr. And here's why. Oh, wait. So here, sorry, that was my question.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's true
Okay.
because I don't think he's going to make another full season. Like I think he might have the occasional full season, but he's starting to appear to be injury prone from last year and this season, and he wasn't doing great. He wasn't doing that great this season anyway.
Yeah.
Something seems broken in Oakland.
Broken in Oakland. You know what's funny about this? And I think that's probably true too. And then they're going to move to Vegas, so it's going to be this whole debacle.
Mm-hmm. I think Marshawn Lynch. I don't think Marshawn Lynch is really. He's not Marshawn Lynch that we knew.
He's not. Yeah, he's not really living up to what people thought he was going to be.
No, people were like,
he's going to come back and
yes,
freaking smoke everybody, and it's going to be back to beast mode. But nah, I mean, he's had his flashes here and there.
He's been okay, but he's been like. He's just been okay.
Yeah. What's surprising to me is that, and this is, it's going to go back to Teddy Bridgewater, but Teddy Bridgewater, and Derek Carr were having good seasons, right? Both were having good seasons in their own right, but Derek Carr was just freaking ripping it apart. And Teddy was just like, oh, he's having a good season. But it was more of a different offense or whatever. It was AP's offense. And everyone like Carr's better, Bridgewater's Bridgewater, and then
Carr's more of a gunslinger.
and then Carr goes down or Bridgewater goes down, and we're like fudge, and then and then Carr goes down too. But now like I feel like Teddy has a chance to come back and like redeem himself, whereas Carr came back and kind of didn't. It's hard to explain. I feel like I didn't explain that very well. Anyway, what?
Is it your
I
turn?
have more. It was dumb to start Sam Bradford. He was clearly not ready. He looked like a freaking wounded duck out there immediately. He was overthrowing people. He just wasn't ready. And I feel like it was dumb to start him, and I don't understand how they didn't know that he was still... Like, Zimmer's come out and said... Oh, he said he was ready. Our trainer said he was ready, but he was clearly not ready. Like, obviously not ready.
Yeah, why wouldn't you pick that up in practice, kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, he was limited in practice and stuff, so
yeah,
they didn't test him enough or
agree
something.
With you. If it was like this game against the Packers, then I would understand Sam Bradford wanting to start up. But they were playing the Bears with Mitch Trubisky. Like, did they honestly think they were going to lose to the Mitch Trubisky Bears?
They almost freaking did.
Yeah, I mean,
and it was basically because we had a whole like 3/4 of a first half with someone who couldn't freaking walk.
Mm-hmm.
He would get not even touched by somebody and go down. Like there was times where the defensive people didn't even touch him and he went down and they just like tapped him on the ground.
I wish I
like,
could have been in the room when the Bears did the fake punt.
Oh God!
Because I would have been curious to see how you took that, because it was like, honestly, it just looks like the Vikings were sleeping and they're just like, they're not gonna do anything, right?
The gall of that freaking punter. Did you see him throw it? He was just like,
it was lazy. Yeah.
Touchdown pass. You smarmy bastard. I got words for you, you bitch. No, just kidding. No, that did make me mad though. How lazy it was and how it was just like so easy. I was like, I was not pleased.
I didn't watch the game, but I did. I'm sorry. I wanted to watch the game for you, but I didn't.
I watched your entire game.
You didn't have to. I didn't.
I did it for you because you're my friend, and I thought we had something going here.
I was tuning in. But then I saw, I would be like, oh, Mr. Trubisky throws his first touchdown pass. I was like, and I watched it. I was like, that should have been a freaking interception.
Oh, yeah, it was a tip.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Tip pass in the end zone. And then I saw the 2-point conversion. And on the 2-point conversion, that play, I was like, oh, damn. All
just
right, well, nice
pissed
play.
me off. That whole game, these little gadget freaking trick plays.
But I don't think he's going to be good anytime soon.
Oh, I don't know, though. Like, honestly, his first drive, he had good drives. And the only thing that killed the first drive, or the first 2 drives even, were, like, dumb penalties from other members of the team. Like, he was actually playing pretty good, I thought. And that's, whatever. But it was actually, I was starting to get that freaking sinking feeling in my stomach. I had a bad feeling going into that game anyway. Ouch. So there it is. But they did these stupid trick plays that I mean, if it were any other game that I was watching, I'd be like, that was freaking sweet. But it was the Bears against my team, and I was like,
I thought it was freaking
F
sweet.
you.
I thought that and the
punt. I wanted to strangle John Fox. Plus, he was an idiot. He did the dumbest thing, like they had the offense and the kicking team go out 2 or 3 times, and then they ended up getting a penalty for delay of game. That had to be miscommunication. Yeah, it was total miscommunication. I don't understand what they were doing. It was, and then John Fox was just laughing about it. I'm like, and I thought they were going to kick a field goal, or either kick the field goal or go for it on 4th, and they kept going back and forth, and they got a penalty and ended up punting.
Dude, John Fox looks kind of rough.
He does look a little rough.
Kind of like he's just been drinking in his office.
Yeah, he does look like he's been drinking. Maybe he's trying to... Not the pussy. I wish I was...
Don't you be sending videos.
I think I was drinking this. I wish I was drinking this. He was it.
Mike, did you see the guy snorting coke off the table? Talking about doing it off a stripper?
Yeah, well, you'll hear more about it when you listen to this later.
You should watch the video. It's uncomfortable. Okay. It's honestly like when I watched it, I felt like I was watching porn at work. And I was at home when I watched it.
It did feel dirty.
I was just like, "Oh shit, is anybody around?"
You know what the weird thing about that is? Oh, and I don't want to. This is gonna sound real weird, but I watched it with your wife. Even the last bit.
Yeah, there's nothing about that.
Like, it was more like I watched it once and I'm like, Emily, you gotta freaking see this. And then it felt weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, it happens.
So, I have 2 more. Oh, man. Maybe we should skip them.
Okay.
Nah, let's go real quick because usually we have a timer, 30 seconds. Arizona is desperate after their 34-7 loss.
Yeah, they're bad.
Which is what prompted the AP trade. Although they pretty much got him for nothing.
But Arizona's another team. Like, who's their quarterback after Carson Palmer this year?
Yeah.
I do not believe Carson Palmer's going to play past this season. And who's their quarterback? Who's their running back?
They got nobody.
They've got David Johnson.
David Johnson's coming back. Yeah,
Larry Fitzgerald, he'll probably retire in a year or two.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. A year or
They
two.
don't really have a tight end. They don't have an offensive line. Like,
No.
they have no future. Arizona
Their
has no
defense is
future.
supposed to be good, but they're not playing that great.
No.
They lost 34-7 for God's sake.
So Arizona should be desperate because they haven't planned.
Yeah,
It's like they've been stuck in 4 years ago.
They're
or 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. They just haven't done enough to like make themselves like future proof.
It's like, I feel like them and the Colts are very similar, where they're
Yeah,
just like,
no,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
good a couple of years ago.
They
we
got
just got to do that.
they got
Let's
these
get back to that.
Aging people who they
Yeah.
haven't actually like tried to replace, so they're just basically screwed about it.
Yeah.
Except for Marlon Mack's
Steelers,
looking all right.
maybe. Yeah, I wanted to get him in fantasy.
I
but he's
tried
gone.
to, and I didn't get him. Roger Goodell should let the players do whatever they want during the anthem,
Yes.
but is reeling from a ratings hit.
I don't think there's a rating.
There is a ratings hit.
Really?
Yeah, there's a big ratings hit because like the older people who are watching were just like have stopped watching, and in fact, like
Why don't they just go back to what they did last season and stop showing the fucking
National anthem.
National anthem. They
that's
stopped
true.
showing it last
well,
year.
they're gonna keep doing it because it's like they think it's like ratings gold. Yeah, but that's a good point. Just don't show it.
Like last year, they had cut it out. It had been like everybody had been talking about it through like this point, and then do you remember they just stopped showing the anthem?
Well, I think there's a
And now it's
thing.
back.
So like your Fox games, your CBS games, like the Sunday games, like that slew of Sunday games, they don't show it at all. But then you get your Monday Night Football games where
you
they
see it
start
Sunday
coverage
morning at noon.
What?
Like right at the game.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, Red
Well-
Zone always shows it to be like, let's see how many people are kneeling. But
Why?
why?
I did this whole thing, and you know what? No, I'm not. This podcast is not going to get into it.
I'm not gonna get into it.
Boom,
Yes,
we're over.
my thing is
Uh-oh.
stop showing it. Just cut out the end. Just go right into the football part. But I also think that they shouldn't have commercials either.
Well-
And all I want to do is watch the fucking
But-
football.
Well, I watched the
Don't like halftime
I watched the
shows.
Vikings game, right? And at noon, boom, they kicked off. And I
Yeah.
didn't see any like people are standing, people are sitting, any of that. It was just like boom, noon, let's go. It was on. I thought the whole like showing the thing was like the event games, like Thursday night football, Monday night football,
No, I mean,
Sunday
they did
night
it for
football.
the London. I've seen it for the London games.
the
and
London
I've seen
game,
it
yeah.
for a couple of the noon kickoffs.
Well, that's dumb. The London game I get
and
because
I've
it's
seen
like
it for
London.
the Cowboys one.
Don't they also do the God?
Save the Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not the.
Isn't it?
God Save the Queen is like a song by the Clash, I think.
No. What is the British
Yeah.
Stars?
Mike, we need you to look.
Yeah, Mike, you're.
What is the British Star Spangled Banner? It's still the Star Spangled Banner. It's just in an accent.
Oh, the Star Spangled Banner.
Put your bombs in the air.
God save the Queen.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Wait, what's Canada's? Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah. Oh, Canada. You crazy guys. All right, let's do these freaking. Do you want to do squeezers or game picks?
I don't.
All right, juice for the squeeze. Wayne Gallman, Robbie Anderson, baby.
There with the Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on the Samjay Perine guy from
No, I picked him up and
the Redskins?
and I shouldn't have.
So I picked him up because Rob Kelly might not play, and if
Fatty?
yeah, if he doesn't play, then it's him and Chris Thompson, and Chris Thompson is the third down passing back.
Well, Chris Thompson is the guy who could explode at any second.
But they've said that they don't want to make him the every down guy because his body won't hold up.
Jeez.
They don't
If you're reading that and you're Chris Thompson, you'd be like, F you guys.
Yeah, they just want to use him for his like
To
specialty role.
to smack idiot.
They
Oh,
wanna-
speaking
they
of
want
which,
him to be
Jerick
the
McKinnon. Good
They
job,
want him
buddy.
to be the Darren Sproles. Yeah, so I had picked up Jerick McKinnon, and Scott was like, oh, and I traded him to Emily for Jason Witten, and I friggin' shouldn't have, because he's gonna be like,
Yeah,
a clear
and she
starter.
played me,
Yeah,
and I won.
yeah. I shouldn't have traded him. I should have just taken the.
It was still
I still
awesome.
would have. I still would have won with no tight end.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but you got Witten in there, make us feel good.
And I cut him. Carson Palmer.
What?
Excuse me. I needed a quarterback.
Carson Palmer is the best you could go with?
There are it's either him or like Jay Cutler.
Where
or
were we?
something.
What
It's a
league
low
was
league.
this? Oh.
It's our 12-team league. There isn't anybody.
Blech.
Carson Palmer plays Tennessee, I think. Tennessee's got a bad defense. No,
All right.
Indianapolis plays Tennessee.
Squeezers. Wait, what are you looking at?
Tampa Bay. Arizona plays Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they have a good defense.
No, they don't.
Well, they should, but they're all injured.
They're all, yeah.
Wayne Gallman, Robbie Anderson, baby. Elijah McGuire, if Forte can't go, because I know Bilal Paulo isn't practicing, but Elijah McGuire is their next running back.
Aaron
Jets.
Jones.
You can just read these if you want.
No, I know.
There's one. He's right there.
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Yes, yeah, I think he was available, but I don't
I
know
picked
why.
him up
I just
in
don't trust
one
him.
league because I had Roethlisberger and I dropped his lazy ass.
As you should.
Nelson Aguilar, who had one of the sweetest juke moves.
Oh, that's why I don't want Jared Goff. It's because he's playing the Jaguars, and the Jaguars just picked off Ben for 5 picks.
Well, that's because he's not trying.
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
know he's not trying. He's Ben Roethlisberger. Who's trying?
Here's the thing, though.
Weird name.
Jared Goff didn't have a great game, but he played Seattle. But I think he played pretty well against Seattle, and I think they should have won that game. Actually, I can't remember why. Marlon Mack,
Mac attack.
David Nyukwu, the Lions D, the Rams D. The Lions are playing New Orleans, and the Lions have actually been playing really good defensive ball. So,
except they're coming off bye week. They've got Willie Snead and Michael Thomas.
well, the Rams also still have a good defense, and they're playing Jacksonville, even though Fournette ripped people apart.
Their
but-
run defense isn't that good.
Well, you got Aaron Donald, best defense. Just shut up. No one likes you anyway. J.J. Nelson is my last one.
Emily?
Yeah. All right. Let's do picks. And the bye weeks this week are Buffalo, Cincinnati, Dallas, and Seattle.
Good. I'm really glad I don't have to stress about a Cowboys game this weekend.
But then again, it sucks going into a bye week when you lost the last one.
Yep. So especially such a heartbreaking loss like that one.
You gave him a minute.
A minute.
Why did you
17.
give him
I
a
don't-
minute?
It's because they were passing on first down and they should have been freaking running.
Don't give him a minute.
I'm telling you guys, Jason Garrett needs to go. The coaching staff needs to go. We've
Stop.
got the talent. Our defense is garbage, and we clearly don't have the discipline from our coaching staff.
Don't give him a minute. That's your first
I know.
mistake. Mistake number one.
I hate Aaron
Mistake
Rodgers.
number two, you gave him a minute.
Mike's over laughing there because he's a Packers fan. You
Ah,
stupid bitch.
Mike.
Get out, Mike.
It's different when he's here. Now he's not so great. Get out of here.
This is the same like we gush about, but now he's here and he's a dick.
He's being a dick.
Guys, tell him to leave.
If you weren't whining so much.
I'm not whining,
He's
Mike.
basically saying Nick's being a whiny bitch about it.
You guys are being white bitches. White bitch.
All right, Philadelphia versus Carolina in Thursday night football games.
Oh, I really want Carolina to win, but I think it's going to be Philly.
I picked Carolina.
Philly looked good, and I hate it.
Yeah, but Carolina's coming on, man.
Yeah.
And it might be this might be a shootout.
Are they coming on, Eileen?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Eileen.
Oh, by the way, Mike, you weren't here, but I made the McAdoo joke again,
Excellent.
and he had no idea.
What?
He completely didn't know.
No, he's just a dumb bitch. I did. I picked
No,
up right away.
no, slut. I'm talking about the first time I
Oh,
said
yeah,
it.
no, the first time I didn't know. But for the record, I drink a lot during the
Also,
podcast.
for the record, I also didn't know that I made that joke the first time.
Well, that changes everything.
No, I told you just earlier today that I didn't catch it.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Ah.
Give me everything. Chicago versus Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I also Baltimore. Cleveland versus Schniz, son of a Plix. We got to do our frickin'
Say what? Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
no.
Pick of the week.
He picking stupid bitch.
My say what play of the week. To say
Week.
Say what pick of the week is. I'm gonna pick. What are you covering?
Don't look at mine.
I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh to beat Kansas City.
What?
Yeah, it's the say what play pick of the week.
That's a
I think
weak
Ben's gonna come out and he's just
sauce.
gonna be like, you know what? 14 touchdowns.
That is a weak sauce pick of the week.
Why?
Because I don't know, Antonio Brown. I don't know, Le'Veon
Look
Bell.
at the records.
I don't know.
Kansas City's 5-0. You dick.
We already said we weren't going by records.
Even still, I mean, like Pittsburgh just got beat by Jacksonville. I'm not. Fine. What's your pick?
Arizona to beat Tampa Bay.
That's not crazy. Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me?
Because you know that Arizona sucks more than Tampa Bay.
Not Tampa Bay's defense is bad. Offense, yes, Tampa Bay's offense is better than Arizona's
exactly.
offense. But that's not
Cleveland versus Houston.
God, I hate you so much.
Don't be a bitch.
You're a bitch.
Don't pick it, Houston and shut up about it.
Houston, yeah, I'm picking Houston.
Green Bay versus Minnesota. Be a bitch and pick Green Bay.
Sorry,
you
man.
Stupid bitch. I'm picking
Green Bay.
Minnesota. This is getting weird. I'm getting mad.
It's getting angry.
I'm getting mad. Detroit versus New Orleans.
Detroit's kind of in a losing funk, and I think that keeps up. I think New Orleans is going to win.
Also, Matt Stafford is a little dinged up in the leg or something. I'm picking.
New Orleans.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm picking New Orleans. You're picking New Orleans. I'm picking Detroit.
That was really tough for you.
I think I had an
drink.
aneurysms. Miami versus
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Miami's freaking garbage.
They are. Remember when we started and we're like, I think that'll be good with Jay Cutler.
contender for
I think Jay Cutler. This is our impression of us.
Freaking idiots.
I think they'll be good.
They're really bad.
Well, Cutler doesn't give a frick.
No,
Hey, you can just
Cutler
tell. He
clearly
doesn't-
got his money and just doesn't care.
He's like, thanks for the $10 million you have, friggin' idiots.
Nice poor decision on you guys. Stupid.
New England versus the Jets.
This would be a decent
This is
say-what pick of the
one,
week, yeah.
I thought about it when I was seeing it.
But
Because
I-
the Jets are on a winning streak, and they're tied for the lead in that division. We didn't discuss that,
I
but
kind of want to pick the Jets. You got to think about with his AC joint. No, I'm not stupid. Still New England, but with his AC joint.
I really thought about this one. Can we just take a step back?
Mike, who you got? He says, "I don't know, man."
He doesn't. He said he did. He said he
Maybe
doesn't know.
if
If it's the say what pick of the week,
yes,
it would probably do the Jets.
Yeah, no,
that makes
was,
sense.
say what pick of the week would be a good Jets
That
pick
is
here.
a say what pick of the week. That's like the epitome of the say what pick of the week. Yeah,
Both of us are kind of leaning towards the Jets on this one.
I picked New England for obvious reasons.
You know what? For tits and giggles, I want to do the Jets.
Tits and giggles. For tits and giggles.
Tats.
Tots. Tots and giggles. San Francisco. Why do we even do it? I know I'm gonna wreck you for at least like 10
That
seconds.
voice is awesome.
San Francisco versus Washington.
Oh God, I want San Francisco to win, but how does Washington not win?
Yeah,
this
I
game?
picked Washington. I don't know. Tampa Bay versus Arizona. Arizona's my game of the week.
I think Tampa Bay will
Tampa Bay
win.
week. Oh, see, that was a good game then, you slut. Rams versus Jacksonville.
This should be a good game.
I think so as well.
I think the Rams will win, though.
I also picked the Rams. Pittsburgh versus Kansas City. You picked Pittsburgh. I picked Kansas City because I'm not a freaking idiot. There's been a lot of times when I've almost just dropped a hard F.
Oh, I know. I think I've already said two of them.
Probably, but they weren't hard.
No, they were just like.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Los Angeles Clippers versus the Oakland Raiders.
the Raiders.
Derek Carr.
Carr, I think, is coming back, right?
Yeah.
Then the Raiders.
Yeah.
If Carr's not back, I do think the Chargers get their first win.
Well,
nope, second win. They did get their first win against the putrid Giants.
Well, yeah, and
Speaking of
the Clippers are just horrible. Yeah, actually, yeah. New York Giants versus Denver. Stop looking at my screen. You're screwing me up.
Denver.
Denver, obviously. Holy crap,
it's gonna
obviously.
be ugly. Are you even going to watch that game?
Yes.
Just because of how ugly it's going to be?
I'm going to watch it because I think in another league that I'm in, which is some weird league that I don't really wish to discuss, I'm going to pick the Denver to murder the Giants. And if the people that I'm in it with don't also pick them, I'm going to be super disappointed. Because it's the most obvious thing in the world, which actually worries me a little bit.
Yeah, because maybe, what if it's just one of those freak games where the Giants just boat race?
I cannot possibly see that happening unless, like, Simeon decides to revert back to
all their wide
nothing.
receivers are off the practice squad.
Yeah.
Going into this game, all the wide receivers off the practice squad.
Picking them up. They lost 4 wide receivers in one game.
Yeah.
Except for Shepard.
And it's not like they have an amazing offensive line and run game.
No, the running game's the worst.
I know. The Giants are easily the worst team in football.
And they lost their best corner. Mm-hmm. Cruising for a bruising. Indy versus Tennessee, Monday Night Football. All my friends are coming over for racist night.
Thanks, buddy. I like that. Nice job. Indy.
I also picked Indy. I don't know. Mariota's out again, right?
Yeah.
There's something not right with that team. I actually don't know. Yeah, Tennessee.
I think Tennessee, Dallas, 2 teams to mention are teams that have really high-powered offenses, really good offenses, but just piss poor defense.
Something's not
defenses.
I'm interested. I don't know exactly what's going on with Dallas. It's confusing to me.
Their defense is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, but they were terrible last year,
and their wide receivers are kind of shitty.
But this is the same group of wide receivers from last year.
Cowboys, I know.
Absolutely nothing has changed.
Cowboys would have won if
except for their secondary is
if that ball hadn't gone through Terrence Williams' hands and into the hands of the corner for a pick 6.
Oh man, that also pissed me off about Cooper Kupp.
They were supposed to.
So Cooper Kupp went and they were against Seattle, and they had 2 or 3 chances to win that game. And the first, like on 3rd down, they threw a pass. Goff threw a pass to Cooper Kupp, and he laid out for it in the end zone, and it hit his hands and went right through him, and that would have ended the game. Oh. They had a 4th down try, and Goff threw it into the dirt, still going for Cooper Kupp again. But like they were that close to winning that game against Seattle. That's why I think LA is legit still.
Do you think Goff will be the best quarterback in the league in a couple of years?
It could be. They during that game they said that the Rams have the highest scoring offense in the league.
Still? Is it still that way?
I don't know if it's still, but during that game they said it was, like through that week or whatever. All right, let's kill this.
All right. Excuse me. Thanks. Tweeted us at ProFBJuice. Hashtag Juice Nation.
Why don't you go ahead and get off your asses and go to Facebook and get some of that stuff going on with your books, with your face.
Email us at profootballjuice@gmail.com.
Yeah, or if you want to, I don't know if you have time, if you want, you can listen to us on Stitcher,
TuneIn Radio,
iTunes,
and Google Play Music, along with watching us on YouTube
and Twitch.tv. Was I almost hitting you in the face?
No, you're just pretty close. You were far. You were like here, but you were.
Oh, perspective.
Yeah. Thanks, Emily.
Yeah.
Mike for tuning.
Thanks to Mike. They did a lightning rush for showing up on this weird timed thing. Thanks to Bron for the kids went elsewhere.
Arcadian Brewing. Did we already?
Arcadian Brewing. Yeah, I don't know.
That it?
Yeah.
I
Thanks
think
to Bill for taking a shit. Peace.
Bill's taking a bad shit. He just wanted to cover it up.
Gross. That could have been anything. I hear that very infrequently in this house.
Yeah.
If it's not Bill taking a shit, I mean, I hear Bill taking shits constantly, but